Hey everyone, it is Alexis. Welcome back to my channel. Happy October. It is the second day of October now, and it's Friday, so it's Disney October Spooky Friday. For the entire month of October, every Friday, we are going to be talking about something Disney and Halloween related. This week, we're gonna kick it off with some must-watch movies and TV shows from my childhood that are mostly available on some type of streaming service. A couple of these aren't. You might be able to find them here on YouTube. If not, I'm not sure where to look. I did do some research ahead of time to try to find out what streaming services had them, and they've kind of disappeared. So without much further ado, let's get right into this. These are my top picks to watch during the Halloween season. First things first, the Halloween Town movies. If you were watching Disney Channel, really at any point, because they recycle movies, but when they were first coming out in the late 90s and early 2000s, you know, it is not Monstober or whatever. I don't think it was always called Monstober, but it wasn't Halloween on Disney Channel unless they were showing the Halloween Town movies. There are 4 movies in this series: Halloween Town, Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloween Town High, and Return to Halloween Town. These are available for streaming, all 4 of them, on Disney+. So definitely make sure to check those out. This one is not available on streaming anymore. It was for the longest time available on Netflix, but I think after Halloween last year, when Disney started pulling all of their content from other streaming services to get ready for the launch of Disney+, it got just taken off and forgotten about. If you remember this show, Mickey's House of Mouse, it ran from 2001 to 2002 on Toon Disney, and it was Mickey and his core group of friends, because I can never remember, the Sensational Six? The Sensational Six. It was them, and they were hosting this video club, like it was like a restaurant eat-in theater type thing, and they would show shorts featuring Mickey and the gang. So they released 2 holiday specials. They released a Christmas one, which we will talk about in more detail during the Christmas edition of this video. And they released the Halloween one, Mickey's House of Villains. And it pretty much is as typical as it sounds. The group of the main villains, with a couple randoms thrown in here and there. Not randoms, but not ones that get a lot of time in the sun, so to speak, get together during the Halloween special that is taking place within the movie at the House of Mouse, and they get fed up because they never win, and Mickey and all of the heroes end up always saving the day, and they take over the House of Mouse and turn it into the House of Villains. And, you know, heroity ensues. Heroity? I think I just created a new word, but oh well. Heroism ensues, and Mickey helps slay the proverbial dragon, and it's a really good, kind of spooky, great for kids holiday special. Like I said, it used to be available for streaming on Netflix. I couldn't find it on any of the normal streaming services. You might be able to find it here on YouTube, and if you do, let me know in the comments down below, because this is one of my favorite Halloween things. This next one is very dear to me. I hate the fact that I remember the night that this premiered in such vivid detail, but the movie Twitches and Twitches 2, both of them are available for streaming on Disney+. When Twitches premiered, I still had a bedtime. And my bedtime was 8 o'clock. So, you know, all of these new movies that were premiering, I was not allowed to watch. And I was livid. But I thought the concept was so cool. Twins separated pretty much at birth. These necklaces and their powers that connect them, coming back together, defeating the darkness. I mean, it was great. Tia and Tamara Mowry, oh my gosh. It's amazing. And then they created a second one where they find their dad, which is also cool. I've loved these movies for so long. So for me, I mean, I watch these movies all year round, but for me, it's not Halloween until I'm watching Twitches. probably one of the most talked about Halloween episodes, at least between me and my husband and our friends who are also in our generation, is The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody episode, The Ghost in Suite 613. This one was creepy. Okay, if you remember, there's that legend that the Tipton is haunted by this ghost of this former socialite whose husband ran off with some other woman and they started an Italian pizzeria, and she hates the smell of pizza and she haunts the room that they stayed in, and it's really creepy, and Esteban conducts a seance and gets possessed. I couldn't think of the word for a second. Gets possessed, and all of this just all these crazy and creepy, especially when you're a child, things take place, and it's so great. It's funny, and it's just one of those little pieces of your childhood that you have to relive. This is available for streaming on Disney+. I believe it's in the first season.
First season.
It is available on Disney+. It is in season 1. It is episode 19. It's called, the official title of the episode is Ghost of 613. So if you have never watched this episode before, I would highly recommend going and watching it. And if you need a little bit of childhood nostalgia, it's great for that too. So definitely check that out this Halloween. Okay, another one that I'm gonna carbon date myself with. It was a show in the early 2000s on Toon Disney called Lloyd in Space. And it's set in the future, and it's about this alien kid named Lloyd, and it's pretty much, he gets up to general hijinks with his 3 friends, and his mom's like the commander of the space station hub that is this built like large community, and he has a little sister named Francine. This Halloween episode, which is in season 4, it is available for watching on YouTube. It's not the best quality, but if you want to watch it to see what I'm talking about, or if you want to rewatch it, I have found it on here. It screws with your head. I don't know who wrote this episode, but I would like to give them an award, because this was by far one of the creepiest episodes I have ever watched of a TV show that was made for children in my life. I don't want to give too much away, but pretty much all you need to know going into this is his little sister Francine has telekinetic powers. Do with that what you will. And she's tired of her older brother picking on her. She has telekinetic powers, it's Halloween, and she's tired of her older brother picking on her. So, definitely, if that sounds interesting, go and look it up on YouTube. This movie is great to watch any time of year, and I know a lot of people give this movie a lot of flack, but I think it's great. We're talking about The Haunted Mansion. I would not consider it canon with the ride that it's based off of at all. It is definitely not the best movie adaptation of a ride. We're going to give that award to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. But it's nice, and it tells a story, and there's enough imagery that draws from the ride to make diehard Disney fanatics or lovers of the ride a little bit of I don't know, nostalgia, Disney magic, the Haunted Mansion ride, but it also tells an engaging story. I love Eddie Murphy in this movie. I think he's hilarious. Others might not, but it is what it is. And this is also available for streaming on Disney+. This last one, number 7, for those keeping count. This one is from another one of those great shows from the early 2000s, That's So Raven. It took a couple of years to get an actual Halloween episode out of this, but it's in one of the later seasons, and it's Don't Have a Cow. And if you remember the popular girls from that show, they're throwing a Halloween party, and Raven and Chelsea want to have the best costume. So they call upon some magic. And it doesn't always go the way we plan. And let us all remember the wonderful Mr. Gold / Rumpelstiltskin's all magic comes with a price. Well, Chelsea and Raven paid that price. So, go check it out. It is available for streaming on Disney+. In fact, any of these movies that I have said that are available for streaming on Disney+, if you go to the search feature and you know how they show all those collections, they do have a collection of all of their Halloween stuff that they have available for streaming. So if you want to, you can go there and check out all of the ones that I've mentioned. They obviously have their entire collection of Halloween stuff that is already available for streaming on the app or on the website. They have it all in that little collection for you, so it's nice and easy to find. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I have so many more great ideas for what to do throughout this month of Halloween that are Disney related. And make sure you hit the little bell notification icon right next to it. Comment down below what some of your favorite Disney Halloween movies and TV shows are, if you liked any of the ones that I said. And I just hope you guys have a great weekend. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!